Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little different than my usual lawnmower type videos, but I was given these two Redmax Weedeaters, and I've been setting 15, 20 years, something like that. And the main one we're going to start on is that one. This is more of a residential one, but these are more like commercial. BCZ2460S, and this one's BC221DL. I'm going to do a couple things off camera. Like drain the old gas out of this, and it's old, like you know the smell. So I'm gonna drain that out and flush that, and may just try to put some fresh in there and get it pumped through with the primer ball if it works, and check for spark and just see what we got. I'm pretty sure the throttle cable is stuck. Don't feel like it's moving. It may be. It is on this one. You can see it wouldn't surprise me if I need new carburetors for both of them. Maybe a coil. The guy I got it from said he was using it just shut off, so it could be anything really. Still got compression. So it could just be as simple as a fouled spark plug, or could have lost spark, or wire could have messed up on the shut off switch, or anything. So I'm gonna check a few things and we'll get back to you. Alright, so we got some fresh gas in here. I dumped all the old gas out. Got spark. I pulled the spark plug out. And there's only one thing I don't like about Redmax Weedeaters, and it's that the carburetors are non-adjustable. At least every one I've ever seen is. Got a simple choke. So let me see if it'll prime. So there's gas in the primer ball, it felt like. So I'm going to pump this quite a bit, and sometimes it'll get any gunk out of the carburetor by doing that. I poured a little WD-40 in the spark plug hole and cranked it over just to kind of coat everything where it's been sitting for so long. This thing might take right off. I don't know. So let's give it just a tiny bit of carburetor cleaner. I don't like doing that on 2 cycles, but in this case it should be alright where we put that WD-40 in there. Alright, so the throttle is stuck on it. So it sounded pretty good, to be honest. Let's see if I can get this cover off. It's just being sluggish, so let me oil this a little bit and mess with it, and we'll see what it does. Did anybody catch what the problem was? See, this was pulled out like this, and it was keeping the throttle open like that. So that was probably part of the problem right there. Now we got working throttle. I went ahead and oiled everything anyway. Let me get this cover back on and try to clean that air filter a little bit, and then we'll try to start it again. Alright. Alright, we'll call that a successful start of that one. May not be anything wrong with it. Might be the coil getting hot when it's run it for a real long time. Be an update on this if that's what it is, and we'll replace it. Probably a while before this video goes up anyway. It's almost May of 23, so let's go ahead and check out the other one. I'm going to check for spark, and there's no gas in it, so it don't need flushed or nothing. So I'll put some gas in it and see what it does. Look how small that pull-up handle is on there. Good compression. So, alright, let me check a couple things and we'll report right back. Alright, so we got perfect purple blue spark, and shut off switch works. Put fresh gas in it. Took a little bit to get priming. I don't like how the spark plug goes in at a weird angle. It's kind of hard to get it to start threading in. Alright, so give it a little shot of carburetor cleaner. And again, I put the WD-40 in the cylinder. choke it. Alright, well, wasn't prepared for that. Except when they're hot, I don't know. So I will definitely try them out. Alright guys. Like I said, I'll report back, then I'll end the video here. Might just be in text instead of talking unless there is a problem. So. Alright, so I weed eated with it. This is the GZ23N with the BCZ2460S Weedeater. It's just the engine. It ran pretty good, but I had to run it with the choke slightly on, probably about a quarter choke. Had to kind of find the sweet spot, and it ran good, and you could really tell it wanted to open up, but it just wasn't going to do it. So these carburetors don't have no adjustment, so I ordered a replacement carburetor, and it comes with a your fuel line, which I don't really need. All that's in good shape as far as I could tell. There's a gasket for it and a couple extra primer balls, and a spark plug, which I don't think is the right one for this weed eater because it's got a smaller threads. But I'm going to change this off camera. I just want to kind of show you what I had to do to get it to run and everything. And with these Redmax carburetors, you're better off just replacing them. I've rebuilt them before and they still don't want to work right. So some of the reviews say you have to flip this piece around. You just got to take them 2 screws out and flip all that around. So we'll see if we have to do that or not. So one of the lines tore and I was taking it off, the black one did. And I figured, you know, why not? We already got it, so let's just go ahead and change everything out. That way, we're not going to have to worry about it for a while. So let me just go ahead and change this out. I think it's installed backwards. No, it ain't. I was looking at it weird. It is the same carburetor, and the piece does not have to be changed on this particular model. Some of them may be different. So just see what you got. Alright, let's see if it primes up. There she goes. Now we got a new fuel filter, new grommet, because it was leaking a little bit right there. So now the whole fuel system is new, except for the tank, obviously. I got to put this little plastic cover back on. Hopefully it connects. Yeah, it pops on there. And good to go. Just got to put the air filter in, and for some reason I thought this kit came with a new air filter, but it did not. So I'll order one at some point. Now I'm gonna check that spark plug and see if it'll work. I'd rather put an NGK or even a Champion in. We'll just have to see what we got. So it's definitely not the right spark plug. I thought it was a smaller thread. This plug's not bad, but I was, obviously it could use a new one. So it's NGK CMR78-10. So I'm just going to clean this up the best I can and just put it back in because it did have a good spark. We'll just clean it up a little bit. I'll change it and that air filter at another time. Alright guys, I think it's going to be a pretty good run weed eater, and just got to get that idle tuned in a little bit better. It's being real sensitive for some reason. Also make final judgment after I put the new air filter in it too, when I get it. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Just thought I'd throw a little update in on this after using it. I used it for about an hour and it didn't shut off or nothing, so the coil probably should be good. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. If you got any questions, comments, or suggestions for another video, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So, thanks for watching guys.